I'm Aaron Hallett, write original Christian rock. Just turned my camera on, grabbed stuff, and sat down. I also fired up my computer right before I did that. I keep doing this lately, but I put in another idea on my phone, which was, I believe, like a D harmonic minor. Yeah, so it's like... And what the hell did I do? I'm gonna go into trim, make sure there's no overlaps. Below the range of the instrument, there are articulation notes. Last couple songs I've been messing around with this MIDI more just because, frankly, I like it. It sounds cool, and, you know, that's it. That was that whole thing. That's all I had. No. Alright, I think I got it. It just feels different playing it on one instrument versus the other, so, you know, you gotta get used to it. Alright, so in case I didn't say in the beginning, I write original Christian rock. I probably did because I come in with that, but I write original stuff, and my whole thing here is I'm just coming out every day and writing a song. I'm not super worried about being perfectionist, showing you that, hey, I'm the best musician ever. I'm literally just writing a song because I like writing songs, and more practice makes me more better. I don't know. So, yeah. That's all I got, so I don't know what I want to do with that as far as verse, chorus. It's just going to feel weird when the chorus drops out to only a left guitar after I got that big stereo monster on there. 2 times for a chorus, make it purple because I color code these, and there we go. So we'll copy paste, same thing, doubled chorus at the end, song structure done. Should I do my drop tune? Got through it. 1 or 2 spots where I almost lost it, but I got it. Like, it's not the difficulty of playing that, it's like my brain does not like changing into like different parts. It just compartmentalizes. That's also going to be louder than I'm done tracking. I don't know why it does that anymore, but it does. Real guitars mixed with the MIDI sounds so cool. Let's see, right side. Does sound like a broken speaker in a way. But mixed together, if I put high-end stuff on top of this as overdubs, it sounds really cool, in my opinion anyway. It's like a giant monster guitar. And I use the bass guitar in standard. I have an octave drop that I've been using just in the bass signal, but it's just mixed in there, and the whole thing combined just sounds like this massive thing. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like a distorted organ sound to me, like church organ type thing, like built into the wall type stuff. All right, here I go. All right, I'm not sitting here messing up the end. I got through one, I'm just gonna call it, but I had so many resets because my brain is like verse, verse, verse. Does the chorus even exist? I don't know. And I at this point I'm just sick of it. I got one through. I do a multi-window thing where I show all the parts, but just know I'm layering. It's not one single part. So if anyone's like, oh, you're faking it because I hear this arpeggio going on, I just layered it. But I'm sick of my ADD brain and spending way too long trying to get through this stuff. Usually that's why I do like verse, chorus, 2 real simple parts. But if I want to do anything more, it just doesn't work. Oh, that sounds so cool though. All right, let me just play this freaking verse. Good enough. All right. Problem solved. I can just play one part at a time and not be bad at it. All right, so I'm going to layer clean. That was cool. Threw a higher note up there than I was intending. Copy paste. I'm about to turn the compressor up. I've already got one right here and here. So the only way to do this is compress it more. Volume up, blend, sustain, attack. See, if you have a compressor, it turns the signal up that's like low, and it squashes. Lows go up, highs go down, and it's all in the same frequency range. So if like a flea farts on your string, you're going to hear it. There we go. Sounds like a haunted house theme in the beginning. All right, so we got A. Play anything. I'm going to mute a bunch of stuff except for one guitar and play a guitar solo. I'm just muting it because every time I hit record, it reduces my volume. And then on top of it, it's kind of loud and I got to automate it. Instead of guessing where levels need to be, I can just hear it while it's already there. So I just finished the guitar solo. Let me turn these back on, and rather than turning up the guitar solo, what I do is just hit A for automation, and I'm going to just simply reduce the volume of these tracks that are fighting for space with the guitar solo, because that'll just make it kind of, sound like it's louder when it's not. There we go. Save. What's the date? Save it as that. I just went over and grabbed my bass guitar. If I look a little bit pissed off in the last take, it's because that's take number 9. And I kept getting only through the first part of the verse, and my dumb brain refused to do the harmonic minor scale run at the end of the riff. Because I just kept thinking I went back into this part. So I'd go and start going up there again. I'm like, no, stop it. Kind of like the rest of the song, I had a bunch of resets on that. My mic just fell. What the hell? I think it was like 95% okay, but I am positive I got a few spots where I'm just not exactly on the beat. That slow part is actually the biggest pain in the ass to play. You think it'd be the fast stuff, but no, it's like when you're like gunk, gunk. It's like really, really hard with the slow stuff to be exactly on. Is that a trigger or is that just bouncing? So I do this, by the way, just a little more today because this beat was particularly weird. It's mostly like the transitions. I'm just like a little early or late because it was like fighting my brain to remember to go into the next part, just like the rest of the song. Is that just missing a cymbal hit? That one's on time. That one's early. Dude, come on. Modern Massive 2 has a humanize feature, so I'm just doing it on velocity. My module's not super velocity sensitive, so sometimes it still sounds like a machine gun, whereas if I had a fancy kit, it wouldn't. Same thing like with a lot of stuff on that kit. It's as cheap as I could make it. Good enough. I need lyrics. So I've got lyrics. Just got back in. Listen to the chorus. I think I might cut some of these because I just like put stuff down with no thought of what I'm going to do for a melody. I got to warm up quite a bit, by the way, so I'm just going to use some falsetto until that happens so I don't break stuff in my throat or I don't know, whatever it is. Larynx. Anatomy. All right, I'm going to record this. Usually I do this like before I turn the camera on, but here we are. So I'm going to do this crappy falsetto memory aid. That's just to remember what the hell I want to do. What if I let that go with nothing? I nailed that first verse somehow. Second verse, not so much. I've got the same lyrics though, so I think I'm just going to copy paste it and probably differentiate by automating some different effects on in different places. Okay, I think that's going to be the verse. It's a weird one. It's all improv, so the copy paste is just, yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Let me listen to this. A really crappy falsetto again. That might work. Oh, don't move the whole thing. What the hell do you think the freaking little tool was for? Stupid logic. Very logical. Actually, maybe I'll just sing this last one. I think I got it. The fact that I got a song out of the harmonic minor nonsense that doesn't sound that weird is... We're just going to call that a day. Cut the end. Yeah, I think that's a finished song. Save for, I put a plug-in on my vocals called Humanoid, and it makes it sound a lot, or makes me sound a lot better than I am. Auto doubling harmonies and stuff. That's it for that, though. Yeah, aside from throwing that vocal effect thing on, which I just kind of automate the intensity up and down, verse and chorus and stuff. Like I said, this is improv, and I'm not wanting to sit here and get a million takes down and all that kind of stuff. This is just writing a song and seeing what I can do. Well, anyway, the lyrics need to be adjusted. I gotta figure out what to cut. I mostly just cut stuff, so I just gotta delete things. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out. But those are gonna be finished, copy paste to the bottom of the description box. Yeah. The middle of my description box has a big list of places I'm available online if you want to stream or purchase my music. So if you see a service you use in that list, I should be on it. It's that simple. At the top of my description box, I always put a link there, which is PastorMelissaScott.com. If you're wondering why that's there, right in the beginning of the video, I say it's Christian rock. That's not exactly why, but, just like... Not to be surprising, but I don't talk about it until this point, and I'm just saying I put that there. Reason is there's a lot of subjective bad teaching online, like other places I look anyway. So this is the exception to that. It's really good objective teaching. There's so much stuff where it's just traditional denominational stuff, and then other things too, just tagged on, making baggage nonsense and confusing people, giving wrong impressions, ideas, you name it. So this teaching is objective, meaning what does it actually say? What were the writers intending? Grammar translation from the original languages. Clears up a whole lot of stuff right there. It's just a breath of fresh air from everything else I see. So if you want to check it out, go for it. I'll be out here tomorrow and the next day and the next day after that because I keep print music. So I'll see you then. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.